Shalom. First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who grew well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. This is Psalms chapter 34 and verse 8. O taste and see that the Lord Yahweh is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. We have to put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We have to see things how the Lord sees things. And a lot of men may have their opinions and have their feelings about other men, but if you feel ill towards a brother and it's not for any real reason, it ain't backed up by the scriptures, it's not justifiable, you got to cast that thought off and understand, okay, the Lord is dealing with this man. But a lot of guys, because of their pride, their arrogance towards other men, them feeling themselves, they really aren't putting their trust in the Lord. They're putting their trust in their own mind, their own opinion, and then try to get other men to think like them. Be careful not to hate on a brother based off of what another man told you and you don't know the whole story. Okay? You might like a brother, then another man speaks ill of him, suddenly you don't like him no more, but it's like, you didn't see that. It didn't happen to you. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it is. But we all have to see things in righteousness. Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter who's doing it, man. And a lot of guys, they'll pick and choose who they'll rebuke, who they'll justify. When you put your trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you just want things to be done truthfully. You want justice. You see things for what it is. You just want things to be right. Oh, taste and see that the Lord Yahweh is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. So blessed are they who trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because he's good. Look at all that he's done for us. Look at all that he's pulled us through. Look at all the times in our lives where we didn't know how we were going to get through it or what we were going to do, and we got through it anyway because the Lord got us through it, because the Lord is with us. But yet, you'll disregard a man who the Lord loves in favor of another man speaking things that aren't true. There are men in this truth whose names get dragged under the mud, and it's not for the right reasons. Okay? We have to put our trust in the Lord and make sure that the men that we do follow trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and they're not frauds. Because a lot of men are frauds and pretending to be something they're not, and still holding on like they're men of the Lord. Okay? Let's go to Matthew's chapter 10 and verse 28. And fear not them which can kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And a lot of men are putting fear in man and not in the Lord. You're putting fear in man to where you'll cast off a man as evil just because a wicked man tarnished his reputation. You didn't try out the situation. You didn't weigh it out, because maybe both parties are wicked. The man who spread the lie and the man who believed it. Or in some cases, the man who spread the lie made the man who may not be wicked to believe it, but eventually he'll snap out of it. But there's a lot of men in this truth who are serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, but men will treat them like they're not serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. There are men who are in this ministry just to make a name for themselves, just so they can say that they're the top guy. And then a lot of men will act like these things aren't happening and then sweep it under the rug, like eventually the rug's not gonna have a huge bulge showing, okay, what's under the rug, man? You can't keep sweeping things under the rug. You can't keep putting skeletons in the closet. Now the closet door can't even close no more. You got skeletons hanging out the closet. Like, I can see that, right? There's just a lot of weird stuff in this ministry because men aren't putting their trust in the Lord. They're putting their trust in man. They're putting their confidence in what a man can do. A man can kick them out the camp, so they're in fear. Okay? A man can do 50 videos on them, so they're in fear. But they're not fearing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So instead of fearing what man can do, we need to make sure that we're right in the sight of the Lord. And stop, putting confidence in BS. Because there's a lot of BS in this ministry. Certain men can just say anything, just do anything. And nothing gets said. But then the second Vocab Malone said something. Hey, I was watching Vocab Malone. I really don't watch him. But this is your 50th rebuke video on Vocab Malone. But yet, there's men in this ministry, young brothers coming up in the faith, you'll never mention them. There might be a man who's been in this truth 2-3 years. He on fire. And instead of, being encouraging, telling him, hey, keep going, I'm over here watching Vocab Malone. I don't know, man. I just see things differently. And if I'm wrong, then hey, tell me I'm wrong. But there's a lot of respecter of persons going on. Okay? Let's not act here. Let's not pretend. But that's all right. Let's go to Jeremiah. Chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. So a lot of men, instead of being righteous judges, they're judging off the manner of what this man would feel. Okay, well, he don't like him. Well, okay, I'm not going to like him either because I want to be justified by this elder or that elder. He's been in the truth for years, so if I'm favored by him, I got to be the elect. Or if he's been in the truth X amount of years, he has to be one of the 12 disciples. just a lot of just carnal, simple behavior going on in this truth. But then men who haven't been in this truth that long, you'd be like, wow, these brothers is on fire. You'd be looking at them like, man, this brother must have been in the truth for X amount of years, and it's like, dang, only 2-3 years and the Lord got him on fire like this. But I'd rather go watch IUIC so I can make a rebuke video and speak on them. But not, give word for this brother to be encouraged. Mm-hmm. It's crazy out here, man. But a lot of men, they're making flesh their arm. They want to be accepted and all that. And that's why it's going to come down to a point where the real are going to be separated from the fake. That's just how it always goes down. And the Lord is making that divide right before people's eyes, man. All the game plan, all the pretending, all this folly, okay? all this fickle behavior. I was watching a video, and one of the men in the video, he looked like he didn't even want to be there. He was staring at the air like he was following a fly with his eyeballs, man. You could tell he was not locked in the spirit. And I wanted to say something, but then when you say something, oh, see, you ain't right. You know, they'll treat you as a scoffer and a scorner if you speak on something that you just see. You know? So we can't put faith in man. We got to make sure our decision making, how we feel about something and somebody, is in righteousness and not based off of, well, I guess it is the popular idea, so I'm going to go on ahead and believe it because everyone else believes it, and not going off of what the Spirit says, not going off of what's right, and right is right, wrong is wrong. Let your yea be yea, let your nay be nay. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. So that's what it's about, is doing things how the Lord sees fit. If a man says something, and if it's not backed up by scriptures, I don't care how long or how well he teaches, I wouldn't believe it just yet. Not until you know, okay, what he says, I know that's in the Bible. Somebody else, that might be a stumbling block to them, but I know why he said that. I get it. But if you don't know that it's in the scriptures, and you might be young, or it's not something you necessarily understand, wait to come across that in the scriptures before you can justify this man, including myself. Don't justify me based off of, you might like my videos or whatnot. Justify me based off of how the Lord will see it. So I'm going to go ahead and close it and give all thanks and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa Rakakwadash, Shalom.